Well, when I was thinking of which concept I wanted to pitch at the audition that Saturday morning when I was coughing like a dog, when I was thinking about the concept that I wanted to pitch, I wanted something that would have universal appeal. And that's one thing that you have to think about. If you're pitching to an entrepreneur show, an entrepreneurship type show, and you're pitching something where you're going to be judged by mass appeal, universal appeal, you need to come up with something that sounds like a no-brainer, but that's going to actually appeal to a lot of people. So even though healthy soul food is great, it's nothing like American food or wraps, which is just going off the charts. And so I started to, before I went to the audition that night when I was in bed, I was like kind of researching, because it was, for me, was a toss-up between a couple of different concepts. I can't remember what the third one was, but I know healthy soul food was one. I know the wraps was one. So I'm like, okay, which one am I going to pick? And which one am I going to pitch? So I started doing some research on my Mac and really start to look at the wraps business. And if you've been to an airport lately, or if you've been to McDonald's, if you've been to Jack in the Box or any fast food place that doesn't normally sell what's called healthy food, you've seen them infuse wraps into their menu. And they didn't do that because they thought it would be nice and a great addition to their menu. They do it because the marketplace is asking for it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go with the wraps, because we're moving more towards healthy. People perceive that wraps are healthy, and I'll get into that later, but people perceive that wraps are healthier than burgers and that kind of stuff. And so I thought it would be a concept that the judges would see the potential in, and I thought it was a concept for sure that would have billion-dollar universal appeal. And that's why I went with the wraps versus my healthy soul food. And I think it was a good decision.